As I've previously mentioned in a YouTube short, we get a new Mario release every single
It's 12 a.m.
As I've mentioned before, every single year we get a new Mario release of some kind in October, at least since 2016. Paper Mario Color Splash, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party, Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Mario Party Superstars, Mario Plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Super Mario Party Jamboree, and the lousiest slop ever. So I'll take a look at some of the major Mario series that are due for a new entry and make my best assumption of what that October release will be. 3D Mario? Unfortunately no. It's way past time, yes, but the most accurate leaker, Nate the Hate, has stated we aren't getting this until next year. Hopefully early next year, but he didn't say anything about that. Luigi's Mansion. I really hope this is soon as well, but this also feels kinda like a 2027 thing. I mean, imagine if we get 3D Mario and Luigi's Mansion next year. That would be insane. Paper Mario hasn't had a brand new game since 2020's Origami King. Yes, there was the remake of the Thousand Year Door back in 2024, but that was a remake and it was finished like a year before it released. So I don't think 3 years is that crazy of a development period for a game like this, especially since I'm assuming they'll just reuse a lot of assets from that remake. It's possible, but I'm not sure it's big enough to be the big holiday game. Yes, they did it back in 2016, but that was Nintendo in late 2016. It was either Color Splash or Death, and they somehow chose both. They could pair it with something else, much like they did for the Super Mario RPG remake back in 2023 with Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but I don't know. I mean, there were some Paper Mario Easter eggs in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but they were so small and insignificant that I don't really think they were hinting at anything. I'll get more on that later. Plus, Intelligent Systems already has Fire Emblem this year, so I doubt they have anything else. Unless it's WarioWare. But again, if Paper Mario isn't big enough for the holiday season, then WarioWare isn't even enough to cover Labor Day. I think we're getting a WarioWare at some point, maybe even later this year. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. It's been a minute since Move It, and this would literally be one of the best ways to show off the mouse controls for the Switch 2, since I don't really think we have a game that utilizes them very well. Drag X Drive doesn't count. Does anybody even remember that game still? It's not even a year old yet, and I have yet to see... I don't even think I've seen anybody talk about it this year at all. But yeah, back to WarioWare, they could easily pair this with another game like they did in 2023. I doubt we're getting another sports title, as we just got Tennis Fever in February, and I don't think that game did all too well, at least not yet. It hadn't sold 1 million copies as far as we know, which is pretty bad for a Mario game. I mean, they're selling Mario Tennis for $70. I don't really know what they were expecting to happen. Mario and Luigi isn't really due yet at all, since it hasn't even been 2 years since the last game, but I could see a remake happening, I guess, but I don't really think it's that likely. I know some people might think we're getting another Mario Party this year. It's not happening, guys. It hasn't even been 2 years since Jamboree, and we just got the Switch 2 edition last year. The earliest I could see it being is next year. That would continue to follow our 3-year cycle for new Mario parties, but I'm not sure if the Switch 2 edition kind of resets that counter, so we could be waiting until 2020. And we always have to consider something. We live in the terrifying age of Nintendo Switch 2 editions, so our October game could be one of those. Basically take any series I mentioned's the latest entry on the Switch and consider a Switch 2 edition of that as a possibility. Sorry for even suggesting something so terrible, but I felt like I should mention it because I think it's fairly likely, unfortunately. For what I actually think it will be, and really hope it is, Super Mario Maker 3. Just think about it. It's been nearly 7 years since Maker 2, and well over 6 since its final update. And Mario Maker isn't the kind of game that needs a super long build-up to release. Maker 2 got like 4 months from February to June 2019, and you might also say we just got Wonder Switch 2 edition. We don't really need another 2D Mario release this year. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and Super Mario Maker 2 were in the same year, 5 months apart, and this would be an even longer gap. It's also the perfect use for the mouse controls, since, again, there's not a great use for them yet, in my opinion. And spoilers for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, the end sequence where they're rebuilding the castle is a blatant Super Mario Maker reference, likely more to Super Mario Maker 2 specifically, since that's the main point of that game's story mode. And the original Mario movie somewhat hinted at upcoming releases, and you can already kind of see that happening with the Galaxy movie. Mario and Donkey Kong have a rivalry throughout the first movie. Boom, Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake less than a year later. Peach is a major focus. Boom, new Peach game. Yoshi is a big focus in the Galaxy movie. Look at what we're getting in like 2 weeks. and it looks boring. So I don't think it's too insane to think that this is foreshadowing something. And let me know if you want a longer video about games I think the movie was pointing towards, since I have a handful of ideas of games that they could have been hinting at, kind of, or made to tie into the movie or something. Subscribe for more. Talking Flower, do you have anything to say?
It's gonna be alright. I like to take things slow.
I've heard him say that like 1,000 times already. I get it. I also think he's lying because have you seen the news?